beautiful people. Welcome to another episode of Voices with Claire, a talk show that runs on every social media platform just by typing Voices with Claire. If this is your first time on the show, please do not hesitate to subscribe, hit the notification bell so each time we upload a new video, you will be notified. And please do not forget to drop your comments, because your comments, they help us to learn, they help us push through, they help us improve on what we do. So guys, today we'll be talking about why we fall in the wrong hands and the reasons why we have to be careful with the kind of partners we choose. Many people talk about love. I love him, I love her, I can't do without him, I can't do without her. But what is the reason behind that? Why do you think you cannot do without this person or that person? And shockingly enough, at this moment, you say you cannot deal with this person or that person, but down the line, a couple of years down the line, you are not able to deal with that person anymore. You start looking for others. You start cheating. You start lying. You start keeping late nights. Where did that love go to? There's something about love. When you love someone and you have the reason, and you can identify a reason, you can place a finger on the reason why you love that person, that is not love. Love comes when you can sacrifice, die, be there for someone in and out of season for no reason. This is what I'm trying to say. If you love somebody and you can say, oh, I love this person because she's so beautiful. Her face, the shape of her nose, the shape of her head. She's tall, she's this, she's that. That's not love. If you say, I love this person because she's financially stable, she speaks so well, she is so whatever, or he is so blah, blah, blah. That is not love. Love has no description. Love is just, I just love this person. I cannot tell why I love this person. Yes, all those things are added to it, but even when those things are absent, I love that person. That's why you see very few relationships really last till the end, because it starts on the wrong foundation. It starts on the wrong footing. You meet someone because that person was able to pay your bills once, twice, thrice. You say, oh, I love this person. No, that's not love. You meet someone and she's so well dressed and she looks so pretty, or he's so handsome, he looks so handsome, and your friends are commenting, oh, he looks so handsome, he's so hot, blah, blah, blah. You jump into that relationship and you say, I love this person. No, that is not all about it. Love comes in when you have gone into it and you actually realize that that person is so part of you that you cannot do without the person. Even if the person loses his job or her job, or even if that person loses a leg or an eye, there is that burning thing in you that keeps saying, it's this person. I can't leave this person to go somewhere else. Not because you pity the person, but because there's just something about that person that you cannot help but be around. And that is why when it's love, no matter what happens, you find any other person irritating to you. When you guys fight, all you want to do is fix it and things like that. And look at what Christ did for us. He died for us, even without knowing us. He gave all for us just because he wanted us happy. He wanted to bridge that gap between us and God. That's what love is all about. Love is intentional. You get to know someone, you realize that this person is just the part of me, is the bone of my bone. You can't just jump in and you see someone from the beginning and you just jump in and you're like, oh, I'm in love with this person. No, you can't rush into it. That is the reason why most of us have issues in our relationships today. Because we don't court people. We don't have this period when we get to know each other and understand each other and understand our weaknesses and our strengths and get to accept or refuse them. We just jump in because this person has some material benefits to put on the table. We jump in and say, this is the relationship, this is the person, I love this person, and blah blah blah. And down the line, 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, you guys are like, no, I can't do this anymore. Obviously, even in love relationships where people love each other that much, down the line, 1, 2, 3 years, they start feeling like brothers and sisters. They start feeling like, how did we even get into this? But there's something that keeps them going. That is what love is all about. There is something that keeps them going. There's that connection that even when they fight, even when they have issues, even when they get to that brother sister stage of a relationship, they still want to be with each other. They still love each other that much. They can still hold on to each other. That's what we are talking about. That is what we call love. So what are some of the reasons why we jump into relationships and call this relationship love without even being sure? Of course, some of them, they turn out to be good. They turn out well. They turn out to be love because you get to know each other down the line and you realize, oh yes, this wasn't a mistake. I chose the right. And you guys just go to good. But what about those situations where you guys are in it, you guys get into it, you just jump in, you're so excited, you start doing stuff, then down the line, you're like, no, I can't stand him. I can't stand her. I'm out. I'm gone. What are some of those reasons? Sometimes in some places, in this case, I'm talking about the Western world, it's the bills. People are trying to find roommates, but at the same time, they don't want it to be roommates because this is a man and a woman. They just come together and they realize, oh, we are male and female. We can just start doing this thing. They just start doing it and they call it love. That's not love. Because they say in America, it's better 2 people can do better than 1. So people just come in, they want to join and start paying bills and start balancing up stuff because the load is too much. So their bills brought them together, not love. They were just trying to cohabit. But it would have been better if they said, you know what, I'm looking for a roommate. Let's be roommates. They be roommates. They get to know each other. Then down the line, they realize, oh, this thing can be better. And just go ahead. But the fear of handling the bills alone makes some people want to jump into relationships. My car note is there, my insurance is there, my house rent is there, my hair, my food, clothes, and all of that. Okay, if I find someone who cuts down the house rents, and maybe he's paying part of the mortgage, or he's paying the insurance while I'm paying the car note, it will make things easier. That is it. Those are the things that take people in. Bills in the Western world, bills. It gets people into situationships, and they end up regretting, how did I find myself in here? Another thing that makes people jump into situationships and think it's relationships is greed. You want to devour this person. I've seen this pretty lady. She looks so nice. She looks so beautiful. She looks so this. She's my spec. Blah 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 blah. You just jump into it. You see this guy. He's my spec. Oh, he's tall. He's handsome. He's this. Oh, he's short. He's brown. He's fat. Oh, he's purple. He's pink. He's that. He's my spec. You jump in. That greed. I want people to see. Greed doesn't have to do only with food, and it doesn't mean that person must have money. You still become greedy when you see this fine person and you just want to jump in because you're scared. I don't want to lose them. I just want to have them so the world can see that I have the best and all of that. Things like that, they mess you up. Because those people come in. Question is, are you sure you guys even have a connection? Are you sure you guys even have that? There's that match. Another thing that kills us is the thing of men as curse. This has to do with us women. We've come out into the world and we hear things of men as scarce. Women are more than men in the world. So you have to make sure that you get yours. Worst of it is in the Western world because people understand that it's hard. We don't go out there. People work a lot more than they go out. So people feel like because we don't go out and things like that, I may not be able to meet a man. So whosoever, whatsoever, anybody who passes around is a man. After all, there's a saying that every liquid or stops a fire is said in my local parlance, or what that quench fire. So people feel like because men are scarce and this where we are, it's hard, maybe I may not be able to find mine and stuff like that, then they jump into situationships. They jump into something with anybody they see. Things like that are not even welcomed, because it's not going to last. It might work out for you today, but tomorrow, sorry, you'll be jumping out same way you jumped in. Another reason why we jump into relationships so fast, situationships rather, so fast, is the fear of being alone. Oh, am I going to stay alone this winter? How will I cope? It's so cold. I need someone to cuddle. I need someone to hold me or to rely on, and all of that. And sometimes some say, oh, this is festive period. How am I going to cope? I need someone during this festive period so we can go out, so we can do this, so we can do that. My love, is that really the reason why you want to meet someone? Is that truly the reason why you need to be with someone? The fear of winter, the fear of festive periods coming by, Valentine's Day, you won't have a gift, the fear of being alone. Sometimes it's preferable to be alone than be in the wrong company. Yeah, because the wrong company, all they can do is turn you off, destroy, scatter what you've been building for a long time. They take your time, they soak your time. At some point, you do not even realize or recognize who you are because of the company you kept. So you have to be very intentional when you want to get into a relationship, because it has a lot to do on your today, on your tomorrow, and on your future. There's another reason why people run into these relationships. What will people say? Everybody's going out with partners. People are going to parties with their partners. My friends are going out with their partners. What are people saying about me? Like, is it like I'm not good enough? Maybe they'll start looking at me and feeling like I don't have what it takes to keep a man and all of that. So let me just jump into this thing. Let me just find something to keep me busy. Let me just get somebody. It doesn't really matter who he is. Let me just jump in, or it doesn't matter who she is. That's a very wrong reason for wanting to be in a relationship. You do not have purpose. You do not have focus. You don't have any reasons behind wanting to be in a relationship. That is just destroying yourself. That's just the highway into a messy lifestyle. What people will say. Another thing killing us is the societal pressure. The world is putting pressure on us. Everybody's asking questions. What's going on? Your friends are married. Your friends have kids. Your friends are making it. It pushes people into the wrong decisions. It pushes people into making the wrong decisions, taking the wrong steps. We need to think and ask ourselves, what exactly do we want? You as an individual. Because mind you, you may be with the world throughout the day. You guys are jumping up and down doing stuff. It's just going to be a couple of hours. But when you're done with them during this couple of hours, you have to come back to your home, back to your reality. And what is your reality? The person you're in a relationship with, your family, yourself. Do you prefer to satisfy the world for a couple of minutes or a couple of hours and spend the rest of your time unhappy, sad with someone who just irritates you, makes you sick, does all sorts of stuff that makes you wonder what life itself is? Or do you want to be intentional about yourself? Make that decision and be you and do you and go for what you know is right and wait for the right time. The question is yours. What are some of those reasons that should account for the partners we choose? Why do you think you should be careful with the kind of partners you choose? That is what we're attempting to answer right now. The first reason you should understand is the partner you have determines the degree of achievement you will have. Your partner determines how much you will achieve when it comes to your goals. Remember, you cannot be on this earth without goals, without purpose, and all of that. And when you set goals and you have a purpose for your life, your dreams, your aspirations, the person that is your partner, the person you chose to be your partner, determines what degree of those goals will be achieved, determines how far you can go in achieving those goals. That is why you cannot just jump into anything. You cannot just say any water the quench fire, or all water the quench fire. You cannot just say it doesn't matter, a man is a man or a woman is a woman. No. You should be able to think, sit down, have a conversation with this person. This is where I'm heading to. Are you heading my way? If not, I'm sorry, we cannot do this. That is exactly how you have to do it. Gone are those days when you meet a man and or a woman, you just want to jump in and do the camel stay, the CWS, moving in with a man or a woman without being married, or without you guys talking and agreeing that this is what I want, these are my dreams, this is where I'm headed to, and all of that. Gone are those days. This time around, you have to be intentional, because the way the world is right now, you don't want to just jump into just any kind of thing. Another reason why you should be careful with the kind of person you choose as a partner is you should note that the person that fathers or mothers your kids will determine how your kids will turn out to be. If you have a drunkard as a father, or a mother as a husband, or a wife, that's exactly what your kids will turn out to be. If you have a crazy person, whatever the person might be dealing with in their heads, that's exactly what your kids will copy. If you have a woman who doesn't see any reason why she should cook, or she should clean, or she should make up the bed, and all of that, that's exactly what you're going to produce. If you have someone who doesn't care about school or education or anything, or growth or anything, remember, that is exactly what your kids will come out to be. So whosoever you choose as a partner determines what your children will come out to be. So you have to be very careful. This is for married couples. For single parents, both single mothers and single fathers, you have to be very conscious that whosoever comes into your kid's life as a wife to you, or as a father to you, is going to determine how your kids will turn out to be. You may have been struggling to bring up your kids in a proper way. You may have been struggling to grow your kids as wonderful and responsible men and women, and you just bring in someone who is completely off the key, and the person does not know your principles, or you guys' principles, or what you want to teach your kids. That person turns your kids' life upside down. So you have to be very, very careful when it comes to who you bring around your children. It's very, very important. Another reason why you should watch out the people you have around you is your children not only will be affected by what these people show them, but your children could be molested. Some parents don't care. They are in relationships. All they want is their relationship. It doesn't matter what the children are doing. It doesn't matter how the children perceive it, or what they are receiving, or what is happening with them. They go to the extent of beating up their kids because their kids maybe report to them that I was molested, or this person or your partner is touching me wrong at the wrong places, and all of that. It messes your kids' life entirely. It messes their lives up entirely. And mind you, a man or a woman coming into your life could leave you at any moment. But your kids, it's a relationship. Those people are the relationship that will remain in your life for the rest of your life. You want to be very, very careful with the kind of people you involve in the lives of your kids. It's preferable you remain single for the rest of your life and bring up useful kids who can be there for you in the future, than go grab someone who is going to come there and mess up the lives of your children. This is for single parents. You have to be very, very careful about this. So my darling people, we just need to be very intentional with whatever thing we want to do right now, because the world is funny. A lot is going on right now. We want to make sure that we are very intentional and we are conscious of every decision we make concerning our lives, or our kids, or the people around us. So for this, I'm just going to leave you guys right now. just take the few points I've dropped for you. If you have any more questions, you have more ideas, please do not forget to drop in the comment section. And also, once more, please do subscribe, like, and share this video, and turn on the notification bell so that each time we drop a new video, you will be notified. Do have a great day. Take care, and God bless you. Bye.